never too late to start. This video is to help you get started with squats or perfect your form if you need a tune-up. Cultivate your muscle mass as the decades go by. It's never too late to start. One easy way for beginners is to be on either side of the door and hang on to knobs that you know are screwed in well. Be sure to set your shoulder blades back as you do this. Hinge at the hips, knees, and ankles. Reach your sit bones back. Keep your spine in the ideal neutral alignment, and you can hang on to the doorknobs with your shoulder blades back to help take balance out of the equation.
At first.
So think lengthened, long spine, and your spine doesn't really change. Your spine doesn't really move except as a unit during this. You're hinging from the hips and the knees and the ankles. Your gaze is going to change because when you're standing tall, your gaze should be, your eye level is here, but as you hinge and your torso tilts, your gaze will tilt too. You want to press through your feet, press through your heels, activate your posterior chain. Of course, press down with your big toes too, because your toes are an important part of your footprint, especially the first two. You should be rolling through them as you walk. Pressing through the footprints to come up tall. And now let me show it with the violin stick. The violin stick goes from the back of my head to the back of my sacrum. Because I don't actually need to hang on anymore, I get to hang on to the stick to show you.
If you need your hands for the doorknobs, you can secure your straight stick to your sacrum with a stretchy belt or a fanny pack, and to your head with a sweatband or a strategically placed ponytail. The point is to remind your spine to move as a unit so you can focus your effort and weight placement in your posterior chain while hinging at the ankles, knees, and hips.
What distance should the feet be? The important component is that your patellar tendon, where the kneecap of the quadricep attaches to your shin, is in line with the first and second toe. So this little bump here, depending on who you are, is more prominent or not, and then X marks the spot here, your first and second toe, okay? It can be an added degree of difficulty to have your legs in this narrow. Depending on who you are, you might start with your legs a little bit wider, but the knees, again, should point in the same direction as the toes. You should do that hinging action, and of course the wider stance feels innately more stable. Be sure to press through the inner parts of your feet, the back of your thighs, your butt, as you come all the way up tall. A little extra butt squeeze at the top helps to lengthen the hip flexors.
This heel toe action is worth cultivating, but that's a different video.
Often when I am teaching this to someone for the first time, I will suggest that they hold something between their knees. So that's the distance my feet are, that's the distance I want my knees. Balloons are great because I can squeeze this and it's not going to pop. I'm going to gently hold this. You want to not be squeezing and not be dropping. Inhale up tall, hinge, hinge, hinge. Arms help to counterbalance. Notice my
Gaze
goes down as my torso does. I press through my feet and my posterior chain. Don't worry, your quads will be working anyhow, and come all the way up tall. These functional movements, getting in and out of a chair, where else do we do that every day, right? They don't get less important as we get older. You can not only hang on to doorknobs, but you can have hopefully a more substantial chair than what I have behind you, so that you know there's something under you. Also, an advantage here is I can tell if my sit bones came down evenly or if one came down before the other, and hopefully adjust that. So lifting from here to here to come up. So it's an inhale and an exhale, and I sit back, my sit bones touch, I come up.
You can combine the knee spacer with the chair and even the doorknobs.
And so the doorknobs also are super useful for when you want to deepen your squat and you're not quite ready because you don't want to fall over. So you can sit back, and once I go past 90, there will be a little rounding in my back there. I want to be able to do this with just my feet and my legs, but it's nice to have the door handles there to help so that you know that you're not stuck. But when you go to get up, really press through your feet and press through the posterior chain, get the posterior chain to lift you all the way up. So there you go, Diane Waye, stretching by the bay. Reach out to me if you would like my help. And again, don't be shy when you're starting out to give yourself a sense of security by having doorknobs to hang on to. So nice, long, neutral spine. Little curve in, little curve out, little curve in, little curve out. Hinge, sit back, press through the feet, and come up tall. Keep practicing. Get stronger. You have so much potential muscle mass to cultivate. I talk about this in chapter 15 of 50 and Fabulous. And since our muscles are endocrine organs and contribute so much to our health and helping us avoid all those metabolic diseases, including some cancers, so you want to cultivate your muscle mass more and more and more as the decades go by. It's never too late to start. It's an investment that feels good in the moment and does good over time.